Scare them off!
For this week's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about lighting and why it matters what time of day you shoot at. I vlogged some of the behind the scenes of this, but most of the audio is completely unusable because it was really windy by the ocean. Show you guys kind of what the photos look like when it's super bright out, and then a little bit more when it's more golden hour. So yeah, that didn't work so well, and hopefully I can improve upon this in the future. But all of the photos that you're about to see were shot in a little under an hour actually, and you'll be able to see how big of a difference that hour can really make. Okay, let's try this again.
Okay.
So
we're at the beach.
So we're at the beach, and we're waiting for the sun to set. We got here a little bit too early.
Whose fault is that?
Nobody's.
You said, you were like, oh, should we get going?
Whatever.
It was 5:30.
Anyways, so no, it was 5:30, but we left at like 6. Okay, we got here at like 6:30,
So
and then
set till 8.
Yeah, so that's a little early, I guess.
Yep.
So I'm taking a few photos of this lifeguard tower, but other than that, just hanging out here and trying not to freeze. These first photos were taken around 7:15, so it's not even the brightest part of the day, but you can definitely tell that this isn't ideal lighting. The shadows are fairly harsh, the blues definitely stand out a lot, and that's not something that I really like in my photos. And you can definitely tell that the images aren't that soft. You might personally like how these look, but for me, these aren't the types of images that I like to make. This next set was taken around 7:45, so only a half hour later, and you can already tell that there's a significant difference in the lighting. And that obviously will have an impact on your photos. So you'll notice that the shadows are less harsh, the colors in general are a bit more muted, and the images just kind of soften themselves up. You can definitely tell in these two images of Monique which one looks a little bit better. Her skin tones look a lot more natural the later that the lighting got, and I just think that that image looks a lot better than the first one. The last set of photos were taken once the sun had already set, so around 8:10. And again, this is only 25 minutes after the second set was taken. This can kind of show why choosing one location is pretty important, because the lighting can change extremely quickly, and if you're trying to move to a different location, you'll miss out on those key lighting times. So now in these images, their shadows are almost completely gone besides the little ones underneath the lifeguard tower. The blue is almost completely eliminated, and the colors in general are just very muted now. And in general, this is just my preferred time because it really softens up the image and makes it look really clean. I definitely like golden hour as well, but I think like twilight or dusk is kind of when I prefer to shoot photos. Here are all of the images side by side so you can kind of see all three of them at once. And it definitely is crazy how big of a difference 1 hour can make, since seeing all three of these images at once within an hour of each other, it's pretty dramatic how big of a difference that makes. Go ahead and let me know in the comments section down below which time you guys think is your favorite. I think I still lean towards twilight or dusk, but I definitely like golden hour a lot as well. I hope that you guys were able to learn something from this and maybe take away something new about lighting. If you have any questions about lighting, go ahead and leave a comment down below. But with all that being said, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday.